Today we'll be talking high performance habits, what it means and how you can establish some of your own to really propel your life forward, whatever that means for you. It could mean that you want to achieve certain results in your career, in your fitness, learning a new hobby, but it could also mean that you just want to improve your health and well-being in general and feel happier, more joyful, more confident, have more energy throughout the day, or feel more in tune with yourself. There's tons of reasons for why you want to be aware of what habits and habitual behavior you usually fall back into, because we're all very habitual creatures, and most of the actions we take on a daily basis is quite automatic on a subconscious level if we're not aware of it. And what we actually want to do instead is to make conscious decisions of our actions and once again, be aware of what habitual behavior we would like to establish. Do you consider yourself practicing healthy habits? Would you like to change any of them? Does your habits actually bring value to you? And are they aligned with your intentions to how to live a great life? These are the most basic, important questions I can come to think of when it comes to habits. And then later also high performance habits. So what kind of habits are we talking about here? And what kind of habits counts as high performance habits? Before we dig into that, let me start by giving you a little bit of context on my backstory first, my life story. How I made it my mission to learn about high performance habits over the years, and what makes me, in my opinion, qualified to have a lot to offer on the topic. From a young age, I've basically been trained to be competitive. Not by my parents by any means per se, but I think subconsciously throughout my own upbringing, attachment styles, surroundings, and the environment I've been spending time in and whatnot, my interest and focus was always on performance. And this is what made me feel validated. This is where my curiosity was always taking me, and my need to explore how I could grow as a person. And it was also the areas where I found myself most committed to, try my best and what I found the most fun. So backtracking, a big part of my life story is that I've been a tennis player for more than 20 years, where I've been playing on a very high level. I picked up a racket when I was about 4 years old, started competing for real when I was maybe 10, and then the Swedish national championships in tennis started for 12-year-olds, which was one of the first biggest ranked tournaments you could play at a young age. I ended up going to the finals in singles while also winning gold in doubles. And then I knew for real that I'm now officially one of the best in the country. Ever since, I've been competing internationally throughout Europe on a regular basis, and I've been top ranked in Sweden up until I was 18, 19 years old, where I moved to the United States to play Division I college tennis for another 4 years of competitive tennis. And fast tracking forward, as you can imagine, I've trained all my life to be highly disciplined, focused, highly competitive, results and achievement oriented, and determined to master my craft to become one of the best. That's not only counting athletics, but also in academics, where I for the most part had straight A's during all my years in school. So with all this said, I think I picked up a few things when it comes to the understanding of how to form a habit in general, and also replace less desirable habits with better ones that will really serve you. But also along the way, I started getting an understanding of what habits will contribute the most to optimizing my health and well-being, as well as my performance, both mentally and physically, in order to give me the best chance to receive my desired results. Combining the athletic and academic experiences, I'd say in the center of everything is the habitual practice of doing the hard things on a consistent basis that I don't necessarily feel like doing some days. Where there's a lot of about practicing willpower, there's no excuses, there's not listening to my emotions, don't feel like doing it, do it anyways, was the mantra. And this could be anything from waking up early at dawn, practice meditation, journal, gratitude, drink plenty of water for rehydration, exercising regularly, eating healthy, stretching, taking care of my body, cold and heat exposure such as ice baths and sauna before and after matches or during off seasons, studying and reading for long hours, time management in general, planning, structuring your days, your to-dos, your homework, making sure you're prepping for exams, setting clear intentions with your goals, doing practices of visualization and manifestation, whether that's like seeing yourself winning the matches or seeing yourself doing good at exams and your results there. Saying no to things in general, to people, anything that would count as distractions, temptations, partying, etc. Saying no to eating desserts or sugar, whatever that might be. Limit exposure to blue screen and having a good night routine, and get quality sleep in general, I would say. All of this is quite a general list of a couple of habits, and I might break them down, each and every one of them, habits that I myself practice today, daily, into a more granular details in some later videos. But for now I want to leave you with one that I think affects all the rest. I think it will also explain the difference between what I see as like a general habit and a high performance habit. So if you asked me, what's the number one most important habit, whether for your performance or for your health and well-being, which one would that be? I would answer getting really high quality sleep. And here it's not about getting 7 to 8 hours of good sleep. I'm talking the highest quality of sleep that you could possibly get. And that means maybe 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Maximizing your REM sleep and your deep sleep, waking up, going to bed at the same time every day, sleep in a cold and dark room, having an ideal morning routine and evening routine, do everything else in between throughout the day that would positively affect your sleep, staying away from sugar and alcohol as well as caffeine at the very minimum during certain hours of the day. Don't eat close to bedtime, etc, etc. General list there, but yeah, going into detail now you probably understand a little bit better at least what I mean is the difference between a habit and a high performance habit. Because I barely gotten started here on the breakdown on the granular details when it comes to this particular habit of quality sleep. And as I said, I will leave this for future videos and keep this one more general. Sleep, it will have a domino effect on all the other habits and decisions and output throughout the day in order to perform on the highest level. Think about it as your phone being charged. In order to last the whole day, use it to the fullest capacity and being able to use all of the apps, texting, phones, Google Maps, social media, whatever, everything. It needs to be charged at 100%. Same with your car. If you want to be able to drive as fast as possible for the longest distance, it needs to be fueled up with gas to the fullest. Maxed out, right? All the internal engines, oils, tires, etc. needs to be taken care of to the max as well. And that's how you need to see your body. And quality sleep is the biggest factor, I'd say, to really recharge. You do need more sleep than you think, and you don't want to keep on recharging your body to just 60 to 80%. You want to go all the way to like, plus 95% and preferably closer to 100%. I'll leave you with that, and hopefully you gotten both a better understanding on the difference between a general habit and a high performance habit, and also gotten a bit inspired to learn more about what habits in particular can you try to establish going forward, and also get a better understanding on how to go about it. With that said, don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and keep your eyes on the lookout for any future videos when I will break down a couple of high performance habits in more granular detail that has really made the difference in my life and really helped me propel things forward in a desired direction of mine. So cheers guys, have a good week, and I'll see you in the next one.